Leaving the popular resort of Bridlington, it's only a short drive to Flamborough Head, now a very popular tourist location. There's a cafe and a takeaway, all very busy when we visited, although it was at the peak holiday season. The cliff top has two standing lighthouse towers, with the oldest dating from 1669, and the later and current Flamborough Head lighthouse built in 1806. The lens is made up of 4 asymmetrical panels. It displays 4 white flashes every 15 seconds. The original oil light was converted to electricity in 1940. When fully automated, the last of the lighthouse keepers left in May 1996. Still in use today, it is now a Grade 2 listed building. In 1859, a fog signal station was built and has seen various types of signalling, including a cannon, rockets, trumpets and diaphones before the current modern equipment was installed. It remains the property of Trinity House. Being a chalk headland, Flamborough Head has some sheer white cliffs and is designated a site of special scientific interest. They are the most spectacular areas of chalk cliffs in Britain, being up to 122 metres in height. The headland is the only chalk sea cliff in the north, and as well as its distinctive white cliffs, there are coves, natural arches, sea caves and stacks along the coastline. The shoreline is also great for rock pooling and exploring with care, taking note of an incoming tide. The cliff walks are a wildlife paradise, having a wide variety of plant and wildlife species. We saw many seabirds, and also grey seals were quite common. They could be seen basking in the shallow waterline. And if you're lucky, you may see dolphins further offshore. This stunning area must be one to add to the bucket list if you haven't already visited. Flamborough is just a stroll along the cliff path or a short drive from one of the UK's most famous RSPB reserves, Bempton Cliffs. It can host up to 500,000 nesting seabirds during spring to autumn, making it the largest seabird population in England. A visitor centre has a shop selling RSPB merchandise and a takeaway with outdoor seating area. Unfortunately, some facilities were closed during the COVID period, but hopefully will open again in the future. Access is generally very good, but the ground can be a little uneven in places. Viewing platforms are placed at various locations, giving great views over the cliffs and along the coast. Many wildflowers also populate this area. Unfortunately, the breeding period in 2021 appeared to be a little later than usual, and we didn't see any chicks or fledglings on this occasion, and only 2 or 3 puffins. But, as this older footage shot in 2015 at a similar time in June shows, would indicate things to be very different, with fledglings in abundance. The puffins leave during August and head out to the Atlantic Ocean, returning to the North Sea before spring. However, it was still a very enjoyable visit. Kittiwakes, guillemots, razorbills predominate. Kittiwakes are our smallest gull and are one of the many birds in decline, and like the puffins, it is thought to be due to the declining sand eel population. Again, they generally leave during August and head off to the Atlantic. Guillemots and razorbills only come on land to nest and rear their young, and then it's off back to sea. But my personal favourite are the gannets, which I find very entertaining, whether flying or sitting on the cliff. Northern gannets are different in as much as they mostly migrate from West Africa, with around 11,000 returning from February onwards. They return to the same nest site and pair for life. Although they show each other affection, they can be quite aggressive to other pairs, vigorously defending their nest. They generally fish far out at sea, covering great distances in doing so. The spectacle is so absorbing, and it's easy to lose track of time. Before leaving, I had heard about a small pond, which is often overlooked by most people, and also previously by me. Although unfortunately there was little to look at the time I visited, there was, however, a plethora of tadpoles. A former RAF station was situated at Bempton and was established as a radar station during the Second World War. Only ruins remain today. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and please don't forget the RSPB is a registered charity and needs our support in helping to look after our superb wildlife.